Middle Passage was an event that took place in the Americas around the 18th century, where slaves from West Africa were brought over to work plantations. The slaves were forced to work hard jobs, which led to rebellions. They first started with day-to-day resistance by breaking tools and faking illnesses. Then they started taking bigger actions by running away from their owners and started fighting against them. After running away, the fugitive slaves would then form their own societies and communities to live in. The societies that they created with the goal for freedom were called maroon societies. Due to the hard work forced upon them through plantations, violence and resistance started, which allowed the maroon societies to take place. Maroon societies were set up in inhabitable places such as swamps and mountains. Even though these places were hard to live in, the maroon people found ways to cope with it and even used their environments to use as a tactic for warfare with the colonists who were enslaving them. Because they used their environment, the colonists were taken aback. The colonists learned to fight using European tactics and were surprised when the maroon people fought with a technique unknown to them. Using this as an advantage, the maroon societies posed an economic and military threats to the colonists. The colonists were forced to appeal to their former slaves for peace agreements. This allowed maroon societies freedom, territory, and provisions for their economic needs. In return, they were expected to end all hostilities toward the plantations, return any runaway slaves, and aid the colonists in finding them, which the maroon people never actually did. Even though none of the maroon societies lasted for a long time, the whole idea of a maroon society was constant. As soon as the colonists destroyed one society, another one started elsewhere. The people inside the societies did not have much in common regarding language or culture, but they bonded over their one goal, which was to have independency from slavery.